Welcome back, everybody. I wanted to actually go ahead and get a gameplay of the Tyrant portal. I know I discussed it in kind of the God Skull tutorial in general, but in case it was a little bit vague, or in case you just want to actually see what I meant and didn't quite understand, I wanted to hop in here and kind of just show you. So if you remember, I did say a couple things here for you. One, I stack all my regular legions here for you towards the beginning. Where is really up to you, but the reason I do this is simply because I want all of these to be in place to kill all the regular enemies as I can, so when I place my upgraded legion to slow the final boss down, it gives me the most time to focus solely on him. So I'll show you what I mean by placing it in the last corner for you. Usually I don't need it at this strength for the difficulty, but just for the sake of the video, I'm going to go ahead and do it here for you. So if you were going to just simply try to place them everywhere, the main strategy is to do them on the corners. So here, because you have both lanes of exposure. Well, if you put them like here, say, or here, they only have this little area to be able to reach. So one there, one here, here, down on the bottom, so on and so forth, if you want to try to spread them out across the entire map. Unfortunately for me, I want to do just the opposite. So I'll stack them anywhere there. Sometimes I put one, all the way down here, make sure I get on the corner. To me at this point it's a little bit irrelevant, just simply because I don't need them. But this is the corner where I was referring to putting your upgraded Elysian for you, or the Elysian Valoris. Worth it if you can't quite beat them all yourself, and especially if you're still trying to acquire that God Soul for you. So then after that is all placed, you can go back, make sure you click your automatic here before you get started, hit start, and then immediately hit summon boss and automatically summon, and then let it go ahead and do what it's going to do here for you. It may not be as exciting as it could have been if I did this video a couple weeks ago, simply because it doesn't take as long for me to go ahead and destroy these bosses as it normally would. And as mentioned before, you can get a core from any one of these monsters, usually not the golden boss, but I'm sure it's possible. But any one of these enemies here, so the skeletons themselves, but mainly the main statistics show that you're gonna grab them from the big guy here. Okay, you may get lucky, and if you do, fantastic. But the Magma Tyrant Lord, or whomever gets summoned there for you towards the end, are the ones you want to make sure you're focusing your attention on. And that's the whole point of this strategy. Because if you're not as strong and making it, not really worth it for the Elysian Valoris, I always have trouble saying that, is because it gives you the time to focus on it. When there's multiple enemies, regardless if you're clicking on the boss itself, it's going to spread your damage out across all those different enemies. While if you get it to the point where it's only going to be on the one, you're going to get the full blunt of the damage. And that's why you want to put it at the end of the map, right? Because it gives you the most exposure there on being on the corner. And then at the same time, it should give you enough time to kill most, if not all, of the regular enemies, so you don't have to worry about them. Alright, so we're on wave 4 or 6 here. They do start to speed up, which kind of gets annoying, so every once in a while I'll have to come over here and then just let it do its thing. And the round 6 is super fast. So, just for the sake of argument, I'm not really trying to get ahead of these guys and be, super aggressive and powerful. So I just kind of want to let you see what it does in the last couple rounds. So as you can see, he's the only one left, and see how much slower he's going now? So it's well worth it, especially if you, really are having trouble getting one of those bosses to die. Because I remember when I first started this, on easy, it was, or normal, whatever they call it, it was really tough. And it was frustrating, right? Because I may kill most of the regular bosses in the first wave, and maybe, the first end boss the first wave. And then after that, it was just kind of hit or miss. So this really allowed me to up my chances of getting that God Soul core, or whatever you want to really call it. Well, it is a God Soul core, so we'll call it that. But yeah, so I mean, not an overall revolutionary thing here for you. I just wanted to go ahead and show you the gameplay of it, so you knew exactly what I was talking about. and we'll clear the last wave out here. But see how much faster they are in wave 6? It's almost unfair, to be honest with you. Because it does require quite a bit of strength to go ahead and do this with ease, and I haven't even been able to do the hardest difficulty yet, and I'm kind of glad, to be honest with you. And I'm glad I did the one on round 4 so you can see it slow down for you. But yes, so you actually let them go ahead, get down there, slow them down, and then hopefully it gives you enough time to kill those bosses, which then will get your cores you're looking for. A couple people asked, where do they drop rare cores? All I've gotten are basic or the blue ones, right? So just keep playing. I haven't seen an epic or legendary drop come from one. Now, I have gotten a ton of the rare ones, the purple ones, but they seem to come in great numbers after you acquire one. My wife did forever and ever and ever, and it took her probably an extra 3 weeks just to get a core, while I seem to get one relatively quickly, and then would get 2 or 3 a week, and she still couldn't get any. So it was super frustrating. I completely understand. I empathize with her and try to help her the best I could too. Finally, she did get one, so hang in there. There is light at the end of the tunnel. But thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next episode.